Welcome to Ride Along. Today I've got a 2020 Ford F-150. Now I've heard that there's an F-150 that can fit almost any lifestyle. Considering there are 7 different models to choose from, and on top of that 6 different engines that you can pick, that's probably true. With the models starting from about 28,000 going up to about 70,000, it can probably fit in almost any budget as well. Speaking of the models you can choose, the choices you have with this are the XL, the XLT, the Lariat, the King Ranch, Platinum, Limited, and then of course the Raptor. Now the Raptor is a beast all its own, and I think it deserves its own video. So for the videos featuring just the F-150, just keep in mind that all I'm speaking of is anything from the XL up to the Limited. The Raptor, it's different, trust me. The model that we're going to be looking at today is the F-150 Lariat. This particular build has an MSRP of about $58,595. So keep in mind that as I'm talking about the Lariat, some of the features that I might be showing off are specific to this model. They can be applied to the higher end models such as the Limited and the Platinum. The more affordable models may not have the same features, so just keep that in mind. I'll try to point them out as I can, but I'd really like to show this off because it is an impressive truck. Not much has changed since 2019 in the styling of the F-150, which honestly is not really a bad thing considering it's a good looking truck. The model that you see here though is the Super Crew. So it has the 4 doors. It allows the most amount of legroom for your rear passengers, which I don't think that they'll complain about that. You do have 3 different options when selecting your cab though. You have the regular 2-door, you have the Super Cab, which is just an extended cab, still 2-door though, and then you have the Super Crew 4-door. With the bed or the box, you also have a few options. The one you see here is the 5.5-foot bed. You can also choose a 6.5-foot bed. You can also choose an 8-foot bed. Now, if you have the 4-door Super Crew with an 8-foot bed, I honestly wish you the best of luck because maneuvering that thing would be a pain. This one's been pretty good to me though. Ford has also made all of its body panels out of aluminum, so it's an extremely light truck, and you'll notice that as you're opening and closing the doors. Now there are 6 different engines to choose from when selecting your F-150. Each model will offer about 2, maybe 3 different choices of those engines, but when you're selecting them, you'll come across the 3.3 liter TI VCT V6, the 2.7 liter EcoBoost V6, the 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6, which we have here, and then you have the 5 liter TI VCT V8, and then new to the F-150s this year is the inclusion of the 3 liter Power Stroke turbo diesel. And then last but not least, you have the high output 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6. Most of these engine options are coupled with an electronic 10-speed transmission, which includes a few different drive modes. You've got the normal drive mode, you've got tow or hauling, you have snow or wet conditions, and then you've got sport mode in some of them. If you plan on towing a lot, be sure to check out Ford's available twin-turbo V6, which is able to tow 13,200 pounds, which happens to be the best in its class. If you don't need to tow over 13,000 pounds though, then any of the engines will pretty well do. The available V6s and V8s can tow a little over 7,000 pounds, and it does vary with your model as well. You can get 8,000, you can get 9,000, it all depends on what you build. But just keep in mind, about 7,000 is the lowest threshold, so you should be set. Speaking of fuel economy, it's not the best. With this one, the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, you're getting about 18 miles combined, which, you know, it's not great, but with the available EcoBoost and twin turbo, you're getting a little more to the fuel economy with the amount of power that you're putting out. As I said before, there are 3 different options for your box. You've got a 5.5-foot bed, which is the one you see here, a 6.5-foot bed, and an 8-foot bed. There are also a handful of features to make the tailgate a little more useful. One of them that I actually really like is the remote tailgate. It just opens up right for you. Built into the tailgate as well, you have a tailgate step to help you get in and out of the back. Boom. The Super Crew naturally has the most amount of room that you're going to be working with. Back here we're sitting on a flip-up bench seat which has a 60-40 split. You can fold the benches down. In terms of legroom and headroom, maximum legroom for the rear passengers goes up to 43.6 inches. And then for headroom, you've got 40.4 inches. So plenty of room, you can move around, you can sprawl out, you can relax. In terms of amenities and keeping everything connected, you've got 2 USB ports available on the center console here. You've got a 110 volt AC 3-pronged plug for devices that require that. And then you've got a 12 volt car plug as well. Those are coupled with 2 AC vents to keep the back as cool or as warm as your people want. As the driver and passenger, you'll be experiencing the most in legroom and headroom. Up front for your legs, you've got 43.9 inches, and then for your head, you've got a maximum of 40.8 inches. You've also got an 8-inch touchscreen here where you can access your audio, your climate control. You've also got your phone on there if you want to make some calls while driving. Right below that, you've got your comfort control. That includes vented seats. The vented seats are good. Maybe a little intense at this time of year, but they're good. And then you've got your heated seats as well, which we've all grown to love. In terms of staying connected with your phone, you've got 2 USB ports here in this little cargo bin. And then up here on the dash, you've got a 12 volt car port and a 110 volt 3-pronged AC plug. And then over here by your gear shift, you've got your trailer controls. You want to tow, you want to haul, you've got that. So you can stay completely in control of your cargo. One more thing I'd like to show off, you've got a spring-loaded center console, helps you get in there real easily. And you've got a very large center console with another 12 volt car plug inside. You've got plenty of room for whatever you want in there. Okay, listen to how quiet this is. You never know it's a truck. While you're driving, you've got a nice slew of safety features that Ford includes with the F-150s. It is Ford's Co-Pilot 360, which is their repertoire of safety features, which includes a rear view camera, which does have hitch assist. So you're trying to get that trailer connected. The F-150 is going to help you out. You also have blind spot detection that actually compensates for your trailer if you've got that attached. It does have the trailer coverage, which is amazing. You also have roll stability control. That helps out while you're towing. And then one of the nicer features is curve assist, where if you're going around a curve, maybe you're going a little too aggressively, it'll compensate, it'll take care of you. You also have your lane diversion assistant, so if you start to go over the lane without using your blinker, then it'll start to alert you. Could be helpful for a lot of people on the roads right now. What you can expect from the ride though, it's quiet, it's smooth, and it's comfortable. What more can you ask from an F-150? And that, my friends, wraps up my overview of the 2020 Ford F-150. I hope this was useful for you. If you want to go a little more in depth into the pros and cons of the vehicle, get a little bit more of my opinion on things I like and hate, then be sure to check out my review of the F-150, which I'm also going to be posting. I'll leave that link in the description below. Otherwise, until then, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.